What's up, everybody? So I'm not sure how you guys are feeling today, but I'm pretty annoyed with this damn market. We work the whole damn week for some good gains, and then a stupid little tweet comes out, and the whole market starts to tank again. So I'm sort of getting very annoyed with how this market is starting to react to this. I don't even know what to even say right now, guys. So, firstly, as we start off, a lot of good news. Um, I would say only with Doge right now. The rest of the market is it's quite a annoying market right now. We are not bearish yet, and nothing has gone super crazy just yet. But it's sort of lost so much momentum that we made in the week, and I think it's just a lot to catch up today on Bitcoin. Let's see where we're looking at. Let's see how the alts are reacting. Let's see how Doge is reacting to this whole drop, and let's see how everything goes. So, guys, welcome to Crypto Banter. I'm Sheldon the Sniper. I bring you guys TA every day. Not only does this channel bring you TA, we also bring you fundamentals. Unfortunately, Rand has been a bit ill this week, so he hasn't been with us. He will be back fresh from Monday. I'm still not sure. I know he did want to do the 4 o'clock show today. We will see if that still happens, but I will update all of you. But welcome to all of you here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. As you can see, guys, not only do I give you calls every day, I fight this market with you, and I go through all of this every single day with you guys. And I know at times this market is very annoying, and it's sort of making us want to quit. Firstly, I will never quit. That's just something about me, and I'm just here every day to just, guys, we can't predict this market right now. We can see that clearly. We're getting the clear indicators that the market wants to turn bullish, and then a stupid tweet comes out, and there's a lot of manipulation going on right now. So all we can do is adjust, see what we can do. We've now learned that we have to be trading this market a lot more short term, and I'm actually going to be dropping away from the higher time frames for now. We're actually going to start banking profits a lot more earlier. It was a little warning sign on what happened again yesterday. We all made some great profits in the week, and now, we end up giving it back over a little tweet. So we're going to be tweaking a little bit of things. So what we're going to be going through, obviously, in the show now is Bitcoin. What's the next plan? What are we looking at over the weekend? Because this is a problem that we are back in this penance. Before I do start, guys, we also have the Sniper School, which is coming up. We're looking to launch that on the 1st of July. This will be free education to the world. I see there's a lot of questions on why they're only taking 100 people and all of these things, guys. We're not taking 100 people just because of that's going to be the amount of people that are going to come in. We are taking 100 people as the start off to test the school, to make sure everything is running cleanly. And from that, we are going to push it all out to all the masses. We want to hit the whole world. We want every single person, every single one of you guys to be able to educate yourself for free and to learn these skills along the journey. I know, especially for the new guys coming in and for the guys that have been in for the last month or two, it's been quite an annoying market, quite a very scary market, and it sort of puts you off from the manipulation that's happening. But guys, it's not always like this. And I won't be surprised to see another bullish tweet come out in 2 days' time from Elon Musk and the market pumps again. It's sort of lessons to learn that we need to start banking these profits, even though we did have the big drop off. Guys, we had coins that gave us 30, 40, 50% gains this week. And we need to start getting into a little bit more hang of banking these profits. Because now we need to be aware that Bitcoin is not loved by Elon Musk anymore. And it's kind of annoying me how he's having this whole yo-yo effect where he loves Bitcoin, then he doesn't love Bitcoin. And as much as people want to say that, is it Elon Musk that's doing this? Of course it's Elon Musk that's doing this. Look how this market reacts to what Elon Musk, one little tweet, and the whole market tanks. And it's not just Bitcoin, the whole market damn tanks. And it just shows us the power that's sitting in his hands. But one thing I do want to tell you guys is the world is going to get irritated with that, and eventually they're going to get over it. And yes, Elon Musk is a big dog in this world. He's the richest man in the world. He plays a huge effect. There's also other big guys that are out there, and I was actually taking a lot of notice on his tweets, and I went through a lot of the comments. There are so many big guys that are up there that are saying, fine, Elon, sell your Bitcoin to me. And at some point something's going to reverse, and Elon needs to also understand that he's playing with people here. He's not just playing with the institutions. He's screwing up a lot with the middle class, the people that love him, that care for him. He's starting to really annoy the market. So at some point we are going to get, so I know the market's quite tricky now and it's quite annoying. Trust me, I woke up this morning very annoyed. I've been so happy this week how we've been learning, how we've been progressing, how we've been starting to just get into a good flow of routine again, and then a stupid tweet comes out. So guys, before I do get into the charts, make sure you have hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Let's share the love, let's share the knowledge. We're not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm back from Monday again, and we continue the ride as we go. We got stopped out. A lot of our positions got stopped out. Hopefully, a lot of them got stopped out at entries. I know there's a few yesterday that got stopped out in slight losses, but it is best to get stopped out at these regions, because the fact that we are back in these sort of danger zones means that there can be a lot more downside to this. And this is sort of reminding me that, remember this big dump that we received 2-3 weeks ago? Elon tweeted 2 days before that big dump actually happened. And that's when the first red candle started. Then it relaxed for 2 days or so. And then the biggest dump in crypto history happened after that. So it's sort of scaring me a little bit, and I'm actually happy that we are sitting in a good portion of cash right now, because now there is no clear direction. We are back in 50-50 zone. Is Bitcoin going to go back to 20,000, or is it going to go up to 50,000? And all we can do now is monitor and make sure that we are not jumping in too quickly, because we know that our profits, our money can be taken us very quick. So let's get a good sort of strategy. So hit that like, hit that subscribe, follow me on Twitter, follow myself on myself and Ran on Twitter as well. Please have a look at the description below. We do have our links there, guys. And before I do get into everything quickly, please be careful for scams. They are out there. You know, they're asking you to DM. They're making fake profiles of mine where they change a little letter, or of Rand's. They ask you to DM. They're asking you for money. They're offering you the school for money. They're offering to trade for you. They are, you know, it's on our Instagram. It's on, guys, please, 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 please. Everything we do is for free. We are not asking you guys for any money. I'm not asking to DM you. I would love to DM everybody, but the problem is, the scammers run off of that, and I can't do that, because then they are going to keep taking advantage of you guys. So I will not DM you. I will not ask you for money. I will not offer the school for money secretly on the side. I will not trade for you. Any of these things, please, guys. If you're giving these guys money, you are going to lose it, and they're taking your money. And I see they've been hitting a lot of guys. So please, 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 just be careful. Okay, Freddie, I think let's get the charts up. May not be normal routine today, guys. I think it's just this whole market. I think let's just get into everything. So what's happened with Bitcoin now? You know, we started breaking up beautifully. The market was waking up. Everything was looking awesome. You know, it was starting to move and starting to look, the spirits were picking up. Everyone was starting to get somewhere. And obviously we had this fake out, and we had this huge drop all the way down. And I was telling you guys yesterday that, you know, the importance of this zone was huge for us, because we're either going to break out and turn really bullish, or this was going to be rejection point. And that was my whole sort of understanding, that we need to start pumping up that stop losses. We need to start raising them up at least to entry, so that we don't lose money on the trades. And you could see obviously what happened was a big push down to the zone. The problem is, where we're sitting with Bitcoin now is we are sitting now in the middle again. So what does that mean? It means there's a 50% chance we can go down to the $34,000 to $35,000, and there's a 50% chance that we can go back up to where we were. So now what we do is, whenever we're in these zones, I would 100% be happy being in cash at these sort of levels, because this is it's a sort of black and white. This is a gambling stage now. If you're thinking it's going to go up, you got a 50% chance, because the next support that we have is sitting at between the 34,000, 35,000 in that sort of level. And the problem is the fact that we didn't get that breakout. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually drop, and we actually drop the support at some point if this negative news keeps continuing. So the sort of strategy right now is, I know we're sort of hovering with a lot of the trades that we've given this week at our entry points. Well, not our entry, sorry, our stop loss points. And now it's like, do we get back in? Do we get that sort of region? Guys, I'm not getting back in right now with where I've been stopped out, because the reason, if I get back in, then I'm actually going to change my little bit of a strategy, and I would rather buy a little bit higher next. My next buy, I would actually rather buy a little bit higher, because we've had this beautiful move, and I do know now that we have a trend that's showing us our support. So saying that Bitcoin is going to have a little pushback upwards, meaning that it's going to try to attempt the zone again. But from that, I see a definite downward side to the sort of level. The only way that I can see us basically reversing this move, obviously, is if we completely break out and we continue this move, and I'll be buying back in this level. But the problem is, we know very clearly now, when a big drop like this happens at any point, we know that it takes time before a move is made. So what's sort of happening now is, we are going to have the weekend where it's going to be either a bloody weekend, it is going to be quite an ugly weekend, or it's going to be a very quiet, boring weekend, not a pump weekend, not a big weekend at all. This is huge now. The fact that Bitcoin took, if I look from the 30th of May, it took the last week to get all of this momentum at the upper side. And then in the matter of 12 hours, we lose half of it so quickly. So this is a very scary point to know that how quickly the markets can turn. And right now, I've seen a lot of people, we stop losses hit. What do we do? What do we do in this sort of zone? Guys, this is where I'm sitting in a little bit of cash now until we have a little bit more clearer direction. There is the next zone where I see Bitcoin going, where I will have a look to attempt. I just need to make sure that we are... I'm annoyed, guys. I'm very annoyed with what's happening right now. But, if Bitcoin does go to $34,000 to $35,000 region, I will be looking to maybe possibly buying back, because that means successful stop loss. It means that the stop losses that we got hit at 37,000, it means we are buying another 6 to 7% more Bitcoin. And obviously with the alts, we're buying a hell of a lot more. So I'm seeing a little push up from Bitcoin now short term. The problem is with Bitcoin, and this is what's scaring me, guys, is there's that 4 hour coming down. So when that 4 hour gets to the bottom, I then see us trying to get our way back up to the 38,000 level. So we have the two options. The guys that got stopped out, I'm staying in a bit of cash for now. The guys that are still in the market, guys, when Bitcoin makes its way back up to the 37,500 to 38,500 region, I'd be starting to look into getting into a bit of cash now. We don't have clear direction anymore. Your money is not promised to be safe right now. It's not. And I need to be honest with that, with all you guys now, because this is important that we've just dropped that. This is why I'm saying that, is because 4 hours is showing us we're getting to the bottom, a little push to the top. Then I'm looking to free up cash. We see RSI is coming down, right? Guys, have a look at this daily RSI. Look at that. And this is where my concern comes in. Remember what I said yesterday, what I wanted from the market yesterday was for us to get that higher. We knew we were going to have 3-4 days of negativity in the market and a bit of a pullback in the market, right? But we were expecting this to at least get to 41 to 43 and then have 2-3 days of downward side. And now guess when the downward side has started? It started literally straight back into the trend. Now this is not good at all, because now if we look at that daily now, the daily has crossed. There's the cross in the daily RSI over there. And we are still inside the pennant, which is a problem. So it's meaning we have these sort of options that maybe Bitcoin still stays in this sort of range. And what I mean by that is we've been in this little range between $30,000 and the $40,000 in the region for a while. Maybe it still stays in this range for the next week or the next few days. And then we can maybe get some bullish momentum. Or this is the start that takes us down to 20K. And I know I'm not here to scare anyone or to say that in a way, but guys, it's a possibility. Yesterday was so important. We set the tile yesterday. We told you guys how important it was that Bitcoin had to start making those moves upwards. And now the fact that we have this daily coming down, guys, this can end up taking the next 5 to 7 days. That can bring us all the way down. Now, if that's the first candle, that's a big engulfing candle, guys. That has completely engulfed 2 days of what Bitcoin has built. And now we're starting to move. And it's sort of reminding me about what happened at these sort of levels. That you see when we started getting these red candles that started engulfing the previous days. And when that started to happen was when we started to get this big acceleration to the downward side. And that is what I'm very, very scared of. I'm feeling that we are sort of sitting in this zone where we are here right now. And this could possibly be the next move. Let's just move that out the way. Is the next push to the downward side. This is exactly the two levels. You can see it twice. You can see it over there and you can see it over here very clear. This is the very warning signs that we need to be very careful. Now, we know now that supports, what's going to show us that Bitcoin can obviously make its way down is breaking that support level. Now, let's go back and let's have a look at these zones. And I want to show you guys something here today so we can start getting a good understanding of the market now. Okay. Now, we know firstly that previously we had a very key support trend line that we had and we broke completely through. We've come up, we've tested it, and now it's showing us downside. Now, if we drop this bearish pennant, where are the levels that Bitcoin can actually make its way down to? And the simplicity of understanding that is using your previous highs. Now, if I mark down the chart here, and I will show you guys where's the next highs and where's the next zones. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. Now, do you see the levels of where Bitcoin can actually be moving its way downwards if we don't hold the support level? And I'm saying that this is why the importance of stop loss is very, very important. Remember, guys, we're going to have the stage where we have 6 months of bullishness again. Don't worry about making money. We're going to get there. Let's first survive what is going on right now and make sure that we are learning the skill in the crappy time of the market. So we have the first level at 27,800, 24,000, 20,000, $11,000. These are the levels that can be the possible next leg. And we can see that clearly. We've had this big move that's happened previously, and let's measure that. That big move that happened there, you know, if another one happens like that, where does that take us? Do you see how dangerous it actually is that we are sitting in this level, that if we don't hold that zone, this is why I know we got stopped out at entries and we got stopped out of some of the trades that were given yesterday. But guys, look why. Look what could happen at any point in the market. Elon is not on our side anymore. It's not on Bitcoin's side anymore. And what the hell must we do about that? But he's not. He's not there anymore. And that's why we're actually going to focus a little bit on Doge today, because what else do we how can one man control this whole damn market? It just doesn't make any sense on how he can, and he's having fun. And it's sort of annoying in that stage. So I think, guys, sum it up with Bitcoin so I can move on to the rest and to get this sort of understanding. I see Bitcoin now, short term, small push up to 37, 37.5. I'm not buying back in right now. It's not worth me 2-3% to make where I can have a possible 10% downside. Because after going to 37,000, I then see us making our way down to 34,000. That's going to be the key area that we need to bounce. Now, if it can go there slowly, meaning that the next 2-3 days, very slowly down to that zone, I'll be very, very happy. That's good. But if we start accelerating, and by tonight or tomorrow morning, we are sitting at 34. Guys, it's danger signs. It's big, big danger signs that we can make our way all the way down into the 20,000s. So we need Bitcoin to make it down gradually and slowly back into that zone. And then there's a possibility for the strong bounce to the upward side. Then we also have the second scenario where Bitcoin, all of a sudden, something miraculously happens and Bitcoin recovers that high from yesterday. If Bitcoin can miraculously cover that high from yesterday, get that test and continue, then we're back on. I would rather, I don't care if I got stopped out in the zone, I'd rather buy back there, because that is the confirmation buy, and that's when we know we're starting to move strongly. So for now, if you are still in the market, definitely start to free up some sort of dollars. You don't have to free up, you know, we are going to have, if I show you here quickly, on the 1 hour, the 1 hour is just crossed at the bottom, and when that 4 hour does hit the bottom, we are going to have a little attempt from the market to get it to make its way up again. When it makes its way up, I'm freeing up a good portion of cash. How much cash? At least 50%, at least 60%, to just in case something massively happens in the market. Okay, so right now I'm happy with where I am with cash. If it gets to 34 in that region, I'll be looking to ladder in a bit in that zone, not going too crazy yet. And obviously, if we get the break and the test for that zone, so you know, short term upwards and then downwards for the thing. So I think this whole weekend, I think we are going to be making our way back down. I'm hoping it is going slowly, and we'll obviously see as we progress. So Bitcoin's sort of 50-50 right now. What's happening with dominance? As soon as Bitcoin tanks in the market, we have a big drop in Bitcoin. What happens to dominance? Dominance shoots up. So this is where the big thing is with understanding the moving up of that stop loss with the alts, because the alts are the ones that bleed. We can see that very clearly today. Bitcoin 6%, DOT 8%, 11%, 11%, 12%. You can see how all the coins are obviously bleeding a hell of a lot more than what Bitcoin is. So we know that the alts are the ones that are going to get destroyed a lot more. If Bitcoin does continue to dump off, we know the alts are going to. So always just be aware of that if you are in the alts and you are, just make sure you have some free up your cash, free up these sort of zones. We are a little bit in danger zone. We need to be very careful so we can counter on these big dips that come and obviously buy up. Now, if Bitcoin does go to those big levels, I feel the alts are going to bleed, but they're not going to bleed as big as what they did the first time. And what I mean by that is the first big dump we had now 2 weeks ago was huge, and the alts got absolutely destroyed. And this next time, if the market does dump off and Bitcoin does decide to go to $20,000, $25,000, I see the alts bleeding, but I don't see them bleeding as much as Bitcoin. I really don't. I see them hurting. What I mean by that is if we have a look at Ethereum, let's go see where Ethereum's next sort of targets is. Okay, so Ethereum had a very quick wick that took it to $1,700. This is the region that I'll see it getting back to. So if Bitcoin did have to make its way to the low 20,000s, now that's where I see Ethereum going down to to the 1,500, 1,400, anywhere in that sort of level, which is big, but it's not as big as what the previous drop was in the market. Which means that the alts are going to be the better ones at any point we bottom out to be getting into and making sure that that is, that they are going to be the ones that are not going to get hurt as much, but they are going to be the ones that obviously are going to recover a lot quicker with Bitcoin. So where we're looking with that is, before I jump into the alts, dominance is still working. Bitcoin dumps, dominance is going up, alts are getting hurt. When it's the other way around, Bitcoin is pumping, dominance is going down, which means the alts are pumping and they're outperforming in that zone. So we still have that sort of region. And as I move on here quickly, we can see that the total is about to break trend, guys. So, we are on support right now. This is the total market cap for the alts. And we can see that clearly that we are on trend there right now. It's make or break right now. If we don't hold these levels, we can come all the way back down. And what does that mean? That means another $300 billion that are going to come out of the alts again. That's going to destroy, that's going to hurt the alts, guys. That's going to hurt us a lot in the market. And having a look at the total market cap, same thing. Look how we're sitting literally right on these trend lines, guys. Bitcoin, wake up. Elon, play ball game here, because if we don't, we are getting to a stage now where the market's going to fall a lot, and it's quite scary on what can actually happen. So the total is showing us that we are literally on support now. We have to start bouncing. Total 2 is showing us the same, and so is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is showing us these sort of levels over here. So I hope you guys have been learning a little bit this week with the moving of the stop loss, learning the skill with me. I know the market's not agreeing with us, and I am sorry for that. I wish the market was playing a bit better with us, but we're learning and we're progressing. And, right now, just before I move into the alts, we can get the update. We've gone from the 17th, so we're running about 2 to 3 weeks of bearishness now. But if I show you guys this, and you need to look forward to it, and you need to learn to not give up on what we are busy with. We had 187 days of bullishness. And now we are running, if I have a look here now, 41, 42 days of bearishness. So, that your bullish days are a lot longer and they're a lot more fun. And it's crappy that we're in this zone now, but there's a lot to still come in the market. Let us just do what it's got to do. Let's trade it as it comes, and we'll obviously progress as we move. So, jumping back quickly. Okay, so quick one on Ethereum. Ethereum, it has to hold down. It has to hold. We did get stopped, which is fine. This would be a normal buy. The problem is I don't have a good feeling with Elon right now, so I'm not buying up right now. I'm rather going to wait to see if Ethereum can break out through test, and we'll buy back in the zone. So for the Ethereum, I'm holding strong. If you are still in, guys, a stop loss at 1,450 anywhere in those zones is a good stop loss for Ethereum, because you're going to be buying it back between these levels over here. And you can see there clearly that 1,400 to 1,800, let's see the percentage wise, you get stopped out at this level, you ended up buying between 25 to 40% more Ethereum at this level over here. So that's definitely worth a buy. Remember, right now, all we can care about is how many more coins can we get? How many more coins can we get? When the bullish time comes, that's when we're going to worry about the dollars. But this is a good opportunity. If we drop these levels, we're definitely coming down to these zones. And it's a massive farming opportunity for Ethereum. DOT, we're still up. So, some of our coins got stopped. Some of us, we are still in great profits. The fact that we've had this big dump off here, DOT looks damn healthy. And what I mean by that is, look how DOT has literally come down, and it's just done a literal RS flip. So it's literally come down and it's just flipped from that previous high into that test. So still keeping your stop loss at your entries for DOT is still good. If the market does decide all of a sudden to be bullish again, we're still sitting right and pretty at the bottom. So with DOT, we're so close to this zone now. So to take profits now doesn't make sense to me. I'd rather see how high we get. And if we don't get the higher high after this next push upwards, then definitely bank some profits with DOT, because from our entries, we've got great entries, guys. We've got entries that are still in 13% up after the dump. But anywhere up there, you're still making 25% profits off the DOT trade. So DOT is still looking really good. Just make sure you got your stop loss in play, and we'll see what Bitcoin does. At that zone, I see now ADA is literally bouncing, guys, and it's quite, if you are looking for trades, and I might take one or two little cheeky ones today. What I mean by that is not my hodl portfolio, just for some trading capital. This is a buy. This is literally a perfect buy on support, a retest anywhere in that zone, but stop loss under that previous low. So this isn't a long-term hold now because we're not sure if anything safe to hold long-term, but for the short-term buy for a good gain on this can be a really good trade. So Cardano has dropped beautifully back in the zone.
Once you leave fiat into crypto, you don't go back.
I don't want to go back.
Okay.
Why would I? Because we've had a correction. You can't call that's a correction. We just had.
Well, I mean, look, in 2017, there was what, 6 over 30%, I think, right? There was 240.
I'm back. This damn thing, I don't know what it is. Load shedding. I'm back, guys. I'm back. Okay. Elon disconnected Sheldon. Gotta love some of these comments. Oh, you guys are awesome. Okay, so Cardano is a good zone for short-term trade. Using your previous low as your stop loss. So a good 1.59 is a higher risk stop loss, and the possibilities of us breaking that high, that's only if Bitcoin really plays ball game with us. So if you are taking Cardano, it's literally for a quick 10%, 8% sort of trade, take some profits. But you know, this, and it sucks because I'd be love to be screaming to everyone now, buy, because there's such big bargains in the market right now. And the thing is, we just can't just because of Bitcoin. So ADA is good where we're sitting. Just make sure you do have, Irina is back in the house. Come on, Signal. Sorry, guys. I'm just waiting up on Signal. Yeah. Freddie, I think play us a nice video there while I wait for the signal quickly.
All right, buddy. Give me a minute. Let me jump in here.
As I think it's like as I said earlier, the you know, I think you always think of like, you know, this was like kind of.
Okay, cool. Looks like we're coming back to life. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I think let's go through these quickly, guys. Cardano, nice short-term trade, stop loss under previous low. If you are still in, just use that previous low that we had as a stop loss region to make sure that we need to free up cash at any point. The 4 hour is getting to the bottom, so we are going to try reverse on what's happened previously on this big dump. We will then see it. Guys, all that I'm saying is I'm okay with being in a little bit of cash now. If all of a sudden by Sunday we reverse, we make a higher high and we're back in, we continue, we keep moving the way we got. It's just we need to be very aware with what is happening in the market right now. Same with BNB. There's a chart. BNB right now is screaming buy. It's literally perfectly on the stop loss zone, on the support level. It's just damn Bitcoin. Is Elon going to behave? Guys, what do you think? Please show me anything. Is it worth taking these damn trades? Because on chart-wise, they look beautiful. They look damn amazing and where we're sitting in the market. But can we trust Bitcoin? Can we trust Elon Musk right now? Can we trust that there is going to be some sort of bullishness in the market? I'd love to see what everyone else is thinking, because it's just the charts are looking amazing for us. And I'm tired of putting my faith in one damn man. It's really annoying me. So let's jump back there, Freddie. So where we're sitting with BNB now, you know, it's a beautiful test. So a lot of the alts that we got in, we are still in profits over there. So I've been making sure your stop loss is just trailed under this support zone, meaning that your stop loss must still be around 340, anywhere in that level. We're still in profits with BNB, which is good. So make sure you keep that stop loss. And right now, BNB still looks bullish. So if the market does turn bullish and that dominance falls, BNB can still make its way easily to that 480 to the 450. The 520 level zone, anywhere in that zone. So we're still bullish there for now. Just make sure you do have your stop loss in that zone between $340, $350. That's a good stop loss for BNB. Have a look at Chainlink. Chainlink has now fallen back into that zone. So where I did put will be stopped out of Chainlink only until we get a higher test where we'll be buying back into this. For now, we are showing weakness. We are showing lower lows. You can see this was the previous lows over there. Now we got a lower low for the first time. So it is showing weakness with Chainlink now. So for Chainlink, I'm freeing up a bit of cash with in my link, holding a bit, and obviously waiting to see maybe we get it a lot lower, or we can catch it then on the retest and make sure it's a confirmation buy. Have a looking at Solana. Solana did well, guys. No, to having a look from where our entries were, we're still sitting with 22% in profit with Solana. So the key level with Solana is what we're going to do now is you take your trend line, you draw that in play there. There we go. So a good stop loss for Solana right now is sitting at about $32. $32, good stop loss. It's just above entries, but we are still positive. So Solana still looks very bullish. And if we get this little push up in the market, it can take Solana all the way up still to the 48 to the 52 region. So I'm still very happy with where Solana's sitting. Just make sure you do have that stop loss in play. It's not an entry. Guys, if you are entering right now, make sure you are putting very small stop losses in play, good 3 to 5% stop losses. So if the market does turn at any point, they're all looking like beautiful buys. Look at them. Guys, these alts look amazing. Freddie, are you there?
Yeah, I think so. I think something to keep an eye on is that some of these altcoins are actually in amazing buy zones. But, you know, similar to the guest we had on the show last week, is that when something like this happens with Elon tweeting, what we need to be mindful of is the domino effect of that tweet. So, you know, a lot of these alt positions are dependent on what Bitcoin's going to be doing over the next, let's say, 24, 48 hours. But who we need to keep an eye on is actually the media and how they're going to be reporting on this. Because if a story develops around someone like, if they twist that news towards Tesla selling a large position, that's a big story, and that could have a huge impact on the market. So, you know, keep an eye on your positions, make sure you have stop losses in place, but also try to keep your finger on the pulse with the news, see what comes out and see how the market reacts. Because, you know, what we have noticed is that a FUD storm coming in can cause a lot of damage in the market. So right now, you know, I got stopped out of all my trades, and I'm quite happy sitting in cash for now. I'm very happy with that. And if I have to buy back higher, as you said, on a confirmed reversal, I'll do that happily. But, you know, America hasn't woken up yet. I think, you know, we'll know in the next 4 to 6 hours how this is going to play out for the rest of the week. So just keep an eye on that news. And if the media starts twisting it towards a story that isn't necessarily true, maybe Tesla selling a large position, which I don't think is true. I don't think he'd be joking around with something like that. But they could do that. That could have a huge impact.
No, I agree about it. And it's actually weird how this is all happening during the Bitcoin conference, huh? I wonder what everyone's feeling at that event. Imagine.
We had such a bullish start to the conference. I think, listen, I don't think anyone's happy about it. And it's like that with that kind of power that Elon Musk has comes a lot of responsibility. And, you know, a lot of people's livelihoods and lives are dependent on making these trades and setting up these good entries and profiting from that. That's, you know, this is the livelihood of thousands of people, if not millions. So, you know, him toying around with the market like that as if it's some kind of joke, no one likes it. Is it going to stop? I don't know. I don't think so. So we kind of need to adapt our strategy, you know, being mindful of the fact that there is someone like this in the market. Like someone like Elon could, you know, have such a significant impact on the market from a joke.
And you know, the thing I think to add to that, Fred, is I think Elon loves crypto. I just think he's got a problem. I don't know what he's sort of understanding, but I got a feeling it's all coming down to a game plan. I heard some news. You know, Craig was telling me as well that, you know, I think Chico did a big thing on Doge as well. You know, he's looking to do space advertising where he's going to advertise on flipping satellites in space with Doge. He wants to put Doge on his rockets. He wants to put. So what is he doing then? If he's dumping down on Bitcoin and he's hating Bitcoin and he keeps loving Doge, what is this man's plan? Is he trying to? I know he loves crypto and he wants to be a big part of crypto, but what is his damn plan?
He's turned the entire dynamic on its head, and it's you know, it's made the market unpredictable with someone like that playing around, playing games like that. And you know, I mean, we got to understand. We get into Elon's head. He's not your standard human. He is, you know, one of a handful in the world who are trying to get people to colonize Mars. The way he thinks, I don't think we'll ever understand the way he thinks. I think the best strategy we could do is just adapt to what's the reality, and that is he could dump at this point. He could dump the market if he wanted. So I mean, he's really not doing justice to to Tesla's balance sheet playing around like that. So, there's a lot of questions around why he would do that. I see a lot of people asking to turn on my camera. Sorry, guys, I am anonymous and remain anonymous.
Fred is the Stig. You know the Stig from Top Gear. That is our Freddy man. Maybe one day we'll reveal Fred. Maybe one day.
I'll tell you what. Maybe on Banter Bags to 500,000 followers, I'll turn on my camera. We'll see.
Okay.
No promises. Maybe let's check the likes out. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, have a look there, buddy. I think, Freddie, I don't know what you're feeling. If you mind staying on the side, will I go through them? It's nice to have you chatting about
buddy. Perfect. Just go ahead.
Awesome, guys. Okay, so Kusama's good. Put your stop loss at entry. The fact that we're still, from my entries from Kusama, we're still 25% up in Kusama. It's quite annoying that half of our alts have been killing us and some of them we got stopped out on. But, we got some really good entries this week, guys, and we got some really good trades that came in the market. So Kusama is definitely not a buy right now. At any point, don't be shy to take some sort of profits. If you did make some profits on these coins, take some, even if we buy a little bit higher, guys, let's just be sure that the market is giving us the right direction and we can continue. Having a look at Uni, Uni's in a perfect buy right now. Bitcoin. So I'd still be very cautious right now. If you are at that sort of zone, if you're still in the Uni trade, a good stop loss, 23.5, 24 in that zone, which is another 7-8% loss from here. So if you are still in your buy zone and where you bought Uni, don't be shy to free up 50% of that capital until we have clear direction. And I'm not calling buys just yet, guys, until we know what's happening with Bitcoin. I think let me just go through these very quick for everyone. VET is still in great profits. Stop loss at entry. 11 cents is a good stop loss. Make sure minimal risk in case the market does turn bullish. So VET is good. I still have obviously the bigger targets at the top if Bitcoin plays ball. Matic, not good, guys. So I hope you did all get stopped. We put a close stoppage yesterday, a stop loss zone. So I hope you did all get stop loss at that level. Matic is not looking good. Matic is one that's really getting weak to the news. So as soon as Bitcoin is turning quickly, Matic is really starting to fall. And I see Matic going all the way back down to these zones. So if you did get stopped out, don't worry if you lost a bit of dollars. You're about to buy another 30 to 40% more Matic. And that's the key, that you've actually made money. Yes, you've lost dollars. That doesn't matter. You're going to be able to buy a hell of a lot more Matic. And we know that Matic is going to be a monster fundamentally going forward. So Matic is a good one, that a good buying opportunity is coming up. I see Theta pumped last night. We nearly made it to our first TP. So Theta, stop loss, still $7.5. We are still in good. Let's have a look. 12%, 30% profit. So just put your stop loss at your entry and let's give it room. So if Bitcoin does go to 37, 38 and the dominance keeps collapsing, we still have some good gains that can be made. We know the mainnet launch is coming. So Theta is very bullish. That's a strong move from Theta, guys. So Theta is really, really looking good at those levels. So put your stop loss at entry. T-Fuel as well. Also accelerated beautifully. So stop loss at around 33 cents, still in this region. Stop loss, give it room to do what it's got to do. Now the big question. Freddie, what are you thinking, buddy? I'm thinking I'm going to do it. I'm thinking I'm going to do it, buddy. Doge. Just, there's no way we can even ignore Doge anymore at all. But, Elon hates Bitcoin right now and loves Doge.
With a Bitcoin tweet. He loves to follow up with a Bitcoin tweet with a Doge tweet straight after that. So, exactly. I mean, listen.
I'm not going huge, but I think I'm filling a bag.
I feel like he wins if I open my Doge long.
Yeah. Well, then he does. You know what I mean? And you know what? We have to now. He knows he'll kick our ass if we don't actually start working with him at some point. So I think if we can get a little bit lower, 34. But I think I'm gonna build a little bag of Doja. I'm gonna start stocking up.
Yeah.
We spoke about it a few days ago, guys. That when we came here, we saw rejection. I did exact that, and I said I'll only buy Doge if we get between 34 and 36, and now it's there. And even though Bitcoin's looking weak, I think Doge it's a definite good buy zone over here. So I'm going in on Doge, and my stop loss will be at 30 cents on Doge.
I think just spots. I'm just going to be scalping spot positions for the moment. I mean, playing with leverage in this zone is a disaster waiting to happen.
No, you're gonna get wiped.
I woke up. I was stopped out of my trades. I'm thinking I was back into a good buy zone, only to open a small, very responsible leverage long, but nonetheless the market dipped, and I took the punch, I took it on the chin, and I just closed. I said, listen, I'm out. This isn't.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
just
Actually,
way too choppy. The market is undecided. So, as mentioned, this is a great position for scalping spot.
No, for spot, this is the best market you can trade in. For leverage, you're going to get absolutely annihilated either way.
What? Quickly.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Eh? So Doge, guys, it's my only call for today. If you do want to take Doge, it is going to be a 10 to 15% risk, but it is going to be we're going to hold this for 2-3 weeks, for 4 weeks. Let's see how it goes. But I know Elon loves Doge. So the fact that he's hating on Bitcoin, I know something's going to happen to Doge. Let's see how that goes. So that is the one that I am finally admitting that I'm starting to stock up. No, Luna's straight back at the support test. So we did get stopped. Unless I see bullish momentum, we'll be buying Luna back. Luna started popping yesterday. We're already 12, 13%, even more in profits. So good.
Yeah.
Such a great entry. Everything pumping. And then the whole flipping thing just turned. But it's okay. We will buy back at these levels. We will get a little bit cheaper than where we got stopped at. So it means we'll get some more coins. But chart-wise, this is the damn buy. This is a big buy on the chart-wise. Just Bitcoin. So if anyone does want to look at a small attempt, you're more than welcome to enter in the zone. Just put your stop loss at 5.9. Put it under this zone over here at any point. But Luna, we're still good. Guys, any of the coins we got stopped at, we are getting back in. I hope you all know that. I hope you all know this is not done. I'm just making sure we have cash, we're freed up, we're protected. We're going to get back in all of them, and we're going to make sure we get all of it back in that way. So Luna's good. Let's look at the graph quick. The graph has come a little bit back into zone. So if we did, we should still have our stop loss in play. Remember, we said 74, so we're still strong. And what I want to see is I will update as well. I'm going to let's just see that is if you see we start coming back up at these zones. So I'm still happy to keep my stop loss at 74. We still have the higher low, which is good. And I do see a little bit of bullish momentum coming in the market. So the graph, I'm still happy with holding on for a little bit longer to see how we think. Ruin has completely dropped. So if we did get stopped, it looks like we're going to come up and test, and then we're going to make our way down again. So with Ruin, yes, we got stopped out at these levels, but we're going to look to buy another 25 to 35% more coins. And that's a win, guys. I know it may not be dollar form, but that is a win if you can farm all those coins as we go. And Arweave, literally where we bought yesterday, shot up straight back into buy zone, and it's now shooting strong. So Arweave is also, if you do want a little trade for the day, it's a good trade, but just put your stop loss basically at 15.7, 15.8 in that region. But remember that the market, we will hover in the zone and come to these little levels again. And we are going to start to form a sort of trend. And I think that's the best way to take it. So I think, guys, for this weekend, I know it's crappy. I hope you learned a lot this week. It's been quite a crazy week. We're getting a good hang of it. A stupid tweet ruined it all. But that's okay. We'll be getting back strong next week. We need it done. That daily's got to come down. So don't expect massive rockets out of the market for the next few days or so. It is going to slow down a bit. And we are going to get back, and we're going to move strong again. So have some fun this weekend. Take a little bit of a break. You know what I mean? Don't go crazy. Keep a bit of cash. Go to the beach. Go anywhere. Just enjoy it. Get a little bit of shut-off time. Prep yourself mentally. You know what I mean? Build something that way. And next week, we'll hit it again strong. So I think as we progress, if we break resistance or we break support, I'm back in Cape Town. I'll be back here in this office, and I'll be doing a live stream for you Saturday, Sunday. Doesn't matter what hours in the morning. I will be back for you guys. Let's just get a little bit of clear direction. Give me the weekend to re-strategize for us, and I will come back next week and get us all going again, get us moving. So just have a good weekend. Remember to like, subscribe. How's those likes there, Freddie? When's the first time we ever got Fred on the line, guys? He's sitting here doing the actual, Come on.
Never look.
So give us some love there, guys. And remember, I will be at all points, and anytime something crazy happens in the markets, I will be back. How are we looking there, Fred?
7.2. It's pretty weak, guys. Listen, it's my first proper appearance on the show, and we haven't even cracked 10,000 likes. So let's push that up before we leave. There we go, slowly climbing. But as you know, like I was saying earlier, just don't FOMO into any positions. There's no rush. If we get a bounce now, it's probably actually likely after a dip like that. But remember, something like this is a media company's wet dream. They are going to take a story like this to the cleaners and absolutely milk it for everything they can. They're going to get as many views, as many clicks. They're going to develop as many narratives that get them those clicks. So watch how today plays out, see how things open in America. The reality is, they are a significant part of the market, volume in the market. So see how businesses and retail response when America wakes up. If we're still in buy zones, and it's fine, but there could be a lot of FUD coming in this weekend. So just stay safe. Don't FOMO in. Rather wait a few days, like Sheldon said.
Yeah.
Take
I'm
it
also,
easy.
I'm going to take a small break now. And then when we get clear direction, we're back in. Never give up, ever, ever, ever. Okay, guys. So we will see you all. If there is something big on the weekend, I'll see you on the weekend. Otherwise, I'll see you all on Monday. Trade safe. If you're still in the market, make sure you got stop losses. If you are trading, take profits. Make sure you always take profits. I'm tired of us holding for too long and not taking all the profits. But have a great day, guys. And me and Freddie will see you all later. Cheers, everybody.
Sweet buddy. See you soon.